All right, so the first question is kind of a little bit about your past, and Mr. Johnny Five did his homework. Let me share my screen, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure if you guys know
Uh-huh.
this, but this is
Oh.
Mr. Bardwell is a rocker. You see, like,
Come a long way since
Wow, on
then.
the playa there, huh?
yeah, he's
Yep,
kind
for
of
sure.
jacked
That
up.
those
Yeah,
are
and
both on
also
the
look at
playa.
that. Look at what is that.
Yes. Yes. That was
So
the
looks
black
like
belt
you're
test.
like dangerous and like rocker guy.
Yep. Yep. So I went to Burning Man. I think that picture might be 2006-ish to 2009. I'm not sure the exact year. Um,
Those pants.
yeah, I wore those pants for not very long. They were not very comfortable to wear. That
Can't
was
see
like
on-
the going out on the town outfit, and then
Yep.
they were not comfortable, and I did not fit into them for very long.
So how did you
uh,
end up like from this to being an FPV YouTuber? Like tell just a little bit, you know.
well, I mean, it's all yeah, like how did I get fat? I mean,
I
I
can help
got
you answer
I
that one.
was I was you know, in my I guess I was probably in my early 30s in those pictures. 2006, 2005, 75, 85, 95, 05. I would have been in my early 30s. And then now I'm in my late 40s, so you know, that's not really a mystery. I was always into like picking up various skills and hobbies. So at one point I got into drones and making videos. Um, and here I am.
So just so you were always in FPV. That's what you say. Like interested in FPV.
No, I wasn't. I got into FPV around 2014 or 2015. Like I had gotten into flying RC planes and I got into flight test. I started
Mm.
watching flight test and then flight test started getting into FPV. Um, and that's how I got into FPV because FPV is amazing.
Do you think you can still do that with people? Like,
100%. I
damn.
mean,
All right,
so
don't.
the difference is not like just put an armbar on somebody, sure. Like a wrist lock, sure. It's like riding a bike. You don't forget that. I don't have the stamina that I did.
All right.
Once upon a time, I got into a wrestling match with Chad Capper, a friendly wrestling
Oh,
match.
Ooh.
And
there's
he
video of
he
that somewhere for sure.
there was a drone flying around. The video was recorded. I don't know if it still exists anywhere, but he was in the Marines. Um, so he's no slouch when it comes to now. To be fair, I don't think he was infantry, so he wasn't like. But anyway, and about 30 or 45 seconds into that wrestling match, I realized I needed to end it quickly, or I was like going to completely run out of gas. So I don't have the stamina that I did and the conditioning, but the technique, you know,
All right.
not
Yeah, look at that.
maybe not the throws and the falls, but an armbar, sure. Arm bars
Look
are
at
easy.
this. So do you think
Got it.
you would still be able to put down Elon Musk?
Oh, like see, Elon Musk has no training,
Okay,
but
he
he's
kind
a
of
big
does a
guy.
little.
He's a
Yeah,
big
he is.
guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
you
not
know.
training to fight Zuckerberg right now though? I thought like that's
Oh,
no.
no, he's not putting in the time. He's too busy shit posting from his toilet. He's not training for it. He's not doing that. He's not going to do that. Does he look like a guy who has any conditioning? I mean, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that. I also am
Right.
a guy who has no conditioning.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you
a
got to
little
be
light there
realistic.
myself.
You got to be
Yeah.
realistic. Zuckerberg's got conditioning.
Right.
Zuckerberg's like
All
the
right.
real deal.
All right. So we gotta like keep our interrogation a little bit spicy, you know. So I got a little like a next video. Let me share it.
Okay.
So this is Mr. Joshua Bardwell doing like crowd surfing. I think that's what they call. And you can see he is doing it like face forward. So as
Okay.
a
Okay.
as
I
a, as
want
a
to
bad
explain
cop,
that.
as a bad
I want
cop,
to explain that.
I
No, I
like
want to
let me
explain
ask
that.
the question first.
Okay. Okay.
Did you like as a bad cop? I have to ask you. You know, did you want people to touch you in certain places? That's why you did it
No.
face forward.
No. No. Not specifically. Although, no. Everyone. First of all, everyone was very polite. No one touched my junk. Thank you for that. I had never crowd surfed before.
Okay.
Okay, shocker, right? And they all clustered up against the stage as we started doing the giveaway. And I looked out at the crowd and I said, this is it. This is my opportunity to crowd
All
surf.
right.
And I thought it would be a real hoot for the people as well, that they would enjoy it. And I'm like, let's, because you're always trying to make Rampage fun and give everybody a good time. And so I was like, come on, let's crowd surf. Everybody get in here. And I'm facing them. And so I just kind of leaned into it. But also, I wasn't sure if they were going to drop me. And if they dropped me, I kind of wanted to go face first. So I leaned,
safety.
right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't buy this story, So next light question, what do you think leads to your success in FPV? Well, we can call whatever you have now is a success. If that's a success, what do you think the biggest thing that leads to that? Like,
well,
luck or hard work, or I don't know.
There's no doubt that like the YouTube algorithm has a lot to do with luck. I was very, very lucky to have started making content at the time that I did, when there was sort of an opening as FPV was growing and people were getting into it.
Yeah.
And YouTube was growing. I was very, very lucky to have sort of caught a wave, and I wouldn't be where I am. There are content creators now who have much smaller subscriber base and who make videos that absolutely deserve all the success in the world, who will never achieve the number of subscribers I have because of just where the algorithm is and where the FPV sort of community is. So a lot of luck. I think that I am good at thinking about the ways to organize information and the ways in which people will misunderstand information and the problems that they'll run into, such that I can sort of make an effective tutorial that is reasonably good, maybe better than average, at getting people to a desired outcome. And if that's something that makes me successful, maybe that's what it is.
Have you ever that's one of the next question, because obviously that skill of organizing information is valuable in not just in FPV. Have you ever thought about making a channel not about FPV?
I mean, yeah, but here's the thing: to actually be successful at a YouTube channel, it takes a ridiculous amount of work. And I was, again, lucky at the time that I was starting to grow my channel. I was working from home, and my company was going through a stage where we didn't have a lot of business, and I kind of expected to get laid off at any moment. And that went on for like 6 months, where I had almost no work. Like, I'm not going to say no work. My boss tried to give me things to keep me busy, but, and I then we got this giant contract, and it was right as I was about to quit my job and go full time. And we got this giant contract, and my boss was like, "Yay!" And it turned out my bosses had actually like taken out loans and dipped into their savings to keep paying the employees. And I was like, well, I can't quit now. So I actually worked at that company for like another year. After that, I helped run out that contract, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to go full time. But my point is that I had like 6 months where I had nothing to do all day, and I could just make videos, and I was still drawing a paycheck. And like, to do that with a new channel on a new topic, there's no way like it would get anywhere. You'd have to really, really want that. And there's nothing else I really care about. Like, I care about FPV.